Hello, everybody. This is Chuckles152, and I'm going to bring you my nightly questions that I do every evening on Twitter. I am going to bring them to you right here on YouTube. Not only going to do that, but since you decided to take a look at my YouTube, I'm going to give you something a little bit extra. I'm also going to tell you how I came up with each and every question. Why it dawned on me, how it came to me, if it popped me right in the head. So, without further ado, we're going to go to question number 1. Rank the top 5 apps on your phone. Well, this came to me today because I was flipping between eBay, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and I've been heavily using the book app, the Apple Books app on my phone. And since I'm trying to read a little bit more during the quarantine, and so that's kind of how that question came to be. Number 2, what's your favorite brand of ice cream? Now tell me your favorite flavor. This one is because I've been craving ice cream ever since this whole thing started, and I have none. I have zero. I did stop at Wawa today, and I stupidly did not grab any. Really regretting it. Personally, I'm a Breyers guy. I think it was better when I was a kid than it is now, but still, it's the best bring-home ice cream out there in a carton. And I love vanilla. It's always been my flavor. Number 3, spell your first name using flavors of ice cream. I've been seeing these questions all about, and I figured I'd give my little twist on it since ice cream's been on my mind. Wow. Flavors of ice cream with my name. Let's go with Chuckles. All right. You go with cherry with the C. Hazelnut with the H. U, the unicorn kind from Cold Stone. Another C, you got caramel. K, you can grab I'm going to go Klondike bar. I'm going to cheat. L, you can go what's a good L one? I have to skip L, go to E. Eggnog ice cream used to be a favorite of mine for whatever reason. And then S, strawberry. I mean, that's a strong one. L, what could be an L one? I don't even know. Number 4, what deadly animal do you feel is really cuddly? I love hippos. I think they're cool looking. I would love to cuddle one, but I know they are the deadliest mother effers that ever lived. They cause more deaths in Africa than any other animal combined, which is just amazing when you think of the deadly animals that are roaming about in Africa. Number 5, what's the biggest national disaster to happen when you were in high school? Obviously, for kids today, it's going to be the COVID-19. But when I was in high school, there's only one that was a true national disaster. It was 9/11. I was a freshman that year. I had just returned from a class trip mere 2 months before from New York City with all my classmates. It struck very close to home, obviously, with many, many people in this country. And something that whole day is what they call a flashbulb memory. I could tell you how the whole day went. It's really, it sticks with you. Number 6, Who was the kid in your class that called the teacher mom? I was watching TikToks tonight, and one of them was about how a kid called the teacher mom, and I laughed because my buddy was the kid who called the teacher mom. He actually called her mommy in fourth grade. I made the most fun of him. The teacher even laughed because of everything that I was saying. And then at the end of that school day, I messed up and called the teacher mom. Yep. Be careful who you make fun of for what, because it could come right back on you. Number 7. If the COVID-19 outbreak was turned into a movie, who would be the action star you'd cast as the hero? Who's the enemy? I would like to think I would get Bruce Willis to be the star. And he'd be just a New York City police officer that's on vacation, and he's traveling either with his wife or kids. He's in China. He's at the Great Wall. Whole thing outbreaks. He gets quarantined over there. Something happens. He ends up searching, and then he ends up fighting communism. That's the enemy. Communism in general. It goes all the way to the top. He ends up in Mother Russia, and that would be my movie. Number 8. What's your go-to quarantine snack? Now, I personally have hidden Oreos throughout the basement of my parents' home, and that has been my go-to snack. Number 9. What's something that you handle with the most care when it is brand new? I got to think baby. You go from you're very careful with the baby when it's a newborn, you're making sure the head doesn't tilt, to 6 months later, you're carrying the baby by its foot and swinging them around. I mean, no, I'm kidding, but that is what I would say as the most care when they are new. Number 10. Have you ever received a radio shout out? And who put it out there? This morning, I was listening to 97.5 as I do most mornings. They're my morning show. And they played Sweet Caroline. Neil Diamond had spoofed himself and was talking about how you got to wash your hands and stuff in the song. And he dropped the 8-ball. I mean, he really missed the mark by not changing Sweet Caroline to Sweet Quarantine. I mean, come on. He really missed the mark. So I shot a tweet over to Mark Farzetta and company, and Mark gave me a shout out there. My buddy calls me and he's like, "Did you hear your name?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess, yeah." And he's like, "That's so cool. When's that ever happened to you?" And I'm like, literally on 94.1 pretty much every day, thanks to my pal Jack Fritz and the General Ike Reese and the man with the Foles tattoo, Johnny Marks. But I hope you enjoyed this way of receiving my 10 questions. Let me know what you think. Please comment, subscribe, and smash that like button if you could, please. And remember, always, you can catch me on Twitter at Chuckles152, or you can catch me here on YouTube now. Have a good one.